I'm no guru. I'm no professional. Well, technically, I am a professional due to my education credentials. But like I said, like this is no professional expert information. It's just from my experience. So feel free to take it, or feel free to just take it with a grain of salt. Whatever you want to do. The first thing is, I suggest that you develop a better relationship with your family, and I say this because one thing that you'll realize quickly is that in most cases, when things get hard in this life, the only people you'll have in your corner is your family. And I know that a lot of people have complicated relationships with their loved ones that may make it hard for them to do this, but if you can, you should definitely try to do so because your family will never really leave you. And it doesn't have to be many people, and it doesn't even have to be a traditional nuclear family, whether it's like your mom and dad. It don't have to be them. It could be a friend that you consider family. But even if it's just one person, try to really maintain that relationship because it may be useful for you at some point. You may need them, or even if it's, to gain a better understanding of yourself and your social history at some point in your journey. So definitely develop a closer relationship with your family. Secondly, help yourself first. You may have heard someone say this on an airplane before a flight, but when they're going through the instructions, they'll tell you to put your mask on first before you try to save somebody else. Unfortunately, you will not be of service to anyone if you don't take a portion of your young adulthood to define who you are, what you would like to get out of life, and what it will take to get there. A lot of times people spend so much time enmeshed in the lives of others, trying to help family members, friends, and even strangers get ahead while not even realizing that they themselves may be struggling in the midst of that process. Or even if you're not struggling, you're just not operating at your maximum potential because your energy is being transferred in so many different places. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't help the people around you or devote your time to them, but at the same time, it's not really on you to save anyone at this stage of your life or be anybody's savior. That time and energy that you're putting into other people could be used to go towards your dreams, and anyone that doesn't understand that is probably not your people. Point blank, period. Next, capitalize off your idle time. And this one is more important than ever these days just because these phones, these apps, and social media networks steal so much of our time and attention each day. Time you could be using to learn a new skill or even put into a new craft, but you're distracted, wasting time, and probably engaging in a bunch of meaningless interactions. So maybe I'm projecting here, but sometimes I find myself saying that it's not enough time in a day to get things done, and I feel overwhelmed. But then whenever I really sit and assess how I've been spending my time, it usually isn't in the most productive way. I'll literally spend hours of my day scrolling between social networks, and when I'm done with Instagram, I go to Twitter. When I'm done with Twitter, I run to Facebook. Yes, I still get on Facebook, y'all. So what? I don't care. But when I'm done with Facebook, I run to TikTok, and this has nothing to do with learning, building my brand or my business. I'm literally just being nosy or, using social media for a form of escapism. Like a lot of us go through things in our lives, and, scrolling on social media can make us forget the hard things that we're going through, whether that's trauma, just not being where we want to be, a breakup with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, just anything. You could just jump into that, social media and just forget about it, get some laughs or live through other people. And, where we headed with this metaverse, that's dangerous, man. That's a dangerous game to play. So I'm saying capitalize off your idle time, man. Like sometimes I'll check DJ Academics, Justin LeBoy, The Shade Room, the latest TikTok dance trend, the celebrity drama, and yeah, I might know who Lil Baby was last seen with and what he had on and why, but what did I gain from doing all of this day after day? And, that's only up for you to decide how valuable your time is. The next one, always be listening and always be learning. And we're living in the age of information. Right now, so many of you are listening to this podcast and we probably never even met before and probably never will. That's a strong possibility, but the true power of this age and generation that we're in is that you can literally educate yourself about the most taboo subjects ever in the most unconventional ways. Like, you can listen to podcasts while you drive. You can listen to an audiobook while you work out. You can follow experts and gurus online. And of course, the old faithful, you can still read a book. So always find a way to learn something new, even if it's a conversation at your local coffee shop or the poppy store. Just stay curious and always question the things around you. The next thing is find your tribe. I'm sure you probably heard this a million times, but it is essential that you find your people in going through this life. I know that we are living in a time where the message being glorified is that everybody is self-made and you don't need anybody but yourself. But, if you're someone that doesn't come from a huge family or your current circle isn't the most inspiring, then this is a sign that you got some networking to do. And I encourage you to put yourself out there, go to some events, and try your best to just find a supportive home base. You never know. The right friend, the right mentors could be the very people that just end up helping you change your life. The next thing is a very simple tip, but appreciate everything. And this is something that I've learned over the years as a mechanism for maintaining my peace and a sense of groundedness in my life. The older that you get, the more important it is to take care of your mind. And one of the simplest ways to do so is by first accepting the things that you can't change, and secondly, appreciating more of the little things that we often take for granted. It'll ease so much stress in your life. And one thing that I tend to do now is I'll wake up and I'll just look around me, like what's really going on, and tap into my senses. And I'll say I'm thankful for this morning. And that small thing, it just like really can set the tone for my day. And I try to challenge myself. I don't try to do the typical, I'm thankful for my apartment, I'm thankful for the roof over my head, I'm thankful for food. Like, I try to make it something different every day. And I noticed that this has really been helpful in changing my thinking. So try it out, y'all. The next tip is mind your money. I'm no accountant or finance guru, so I won't get on here and tell you exactly how to manage your money. But I do know that you probably don't want to be working forever, and you probably don't want to be struggling. So it's important to make smart decisions now that will lay the foundation for your future. If you're somebody in your early 20s, 30s, it don't even matter how old you are. You could be younger or older, but you definitely should be thinking about building your credit, how to generate passive streams of income, how to learn a trade, accumulating assets through investments, how to start a business, budgeting money month to month, having a savings or emergency fund, or even how you going to fund your retirement, man, because we at that age now, y'all. So I'm going to share some of the resources that, I've come across over the years, and one of them is The Richest Man in Babylon and Rich Dad, Poor Dad. These are books that are consistently mentioned once you start your journey of changing your relationship with money. If any of y'all want a PDF copy, I have a PDF of a Google Drive to all of these books. So just reach out to me on social media, and I'll try my best to access it and make sure y'all get copies of these books. But also, they're all over the internet and they're very cheap, so you should be able to find them somewhere. Aside from that, I follow a lot of pages on Instagram about personal finance. Some of those pages are Black Wealth Renaissance, Earn Your Leisure, Wall Street Trapper, Bigger Pockets, and My Personal Finance Club. Each of these platforms should set you on the pathway to success. And, when y'all get there, make sure y'all let them know who sent y'all their way. You know what I'm saying? But, all of these platforms typically have podcasts and YouTube channels to follow. So, it's just so much information to be gained. Aside from that, it's just important to make responsible decisions and be honest about where you are. You know what I'm saying? You may just have to make a temporary sacrifice for a long-term gain financially, but would you rather live for today or do the work now of laying the foundation for tomorrow? It's up to you. And, lastly, another very simple one, but just keep up with yourself, man. And what I mean by that is if you look good, you feel good, and you never know who you can meet on any given day, especially in a city like Atlanta. So if you're going to walk into that big room, just make sure that you're ready with a smile, your energy is right, and you looking good. So for my fellas, go get that haircut every couple weeks. If you really get money, get a haircut every week, man. You know what I'm saying? Nice little shape up. Do whatever it is that you got to do. Get your cubicles cut and a nice clear coat on top. Get some good cologne. Moisturize your skin. Y'all can't be out here looking like KD. Shout out to KD, man. I actually was just watching his podcast, the Etceteras with Roddy Rich, man. So shout out to them for doing what they doing. But you can't be out here ashy like KD. You can't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? Aside from that, invest in your wardrobe. Get you some drip, man. And, some of the places that I shop that I'll share with y'all, ASOS definitely is where I get about 70% of my clothes. I shop at Zara, also Minimal, which is spelled MNMLLA. Outside of those places, I do shop at Farfetch sometimes when I want to get some designer stuff. Nordstrom. I get my sneakers off StockX, so I can't help y'all with that. Or I try to work with plugs, but I be so busy that I can't keep up with all the sneaker drops like I used to when I was younger. So I be paying that tab on StockX for the most part. My plug gotta get me right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Mo Kicks. Mo, where the sneakers at, Mo? You know what I'm saying? I need the kicks to get back in the game. But outside of that, y'all, hit the gym, get right. Go to the doctors if you have insurance and get that checkup, man. If you don't have health insurance, I feel you. And, it's hard as an adult, but I hope you can get that situated. But go get a checkup, man. And lastly, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth, man. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. I ain't going to say it. Brush your teeth. You can't be out here with bad breath and a messed up grill. So, I'm saying, make sure y'all scrubbing twice a day if you can. Some people scrub after every meal. I'm saying, get that Listerine popping. And, just get right, man. You can't be out here talking to a girl and the first thing she smell that upper lip. Get it together, y'all. But outside of that, man, just take care of yourself as a whole. And ladies, y'all too. And me telling y'all this, like, it's a journey for me. I ain't saying I got all of this figured out, but I'm trying. So, I'm just sharing that information with y'all. But aside from that, I talked a handful. Y'all didn't know this episode was going to be this long. And it felt really good to tap in with y'all. So by the time y'all hear this, Christmas will probably have passed. Shoot, maybe even New Year. So I just want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. And a happy holidays overall, whether that's Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. I just want to spread love and good energy to you and your family. I see y'all and I appreciate all of y'all. Even the people that checked in, like, yo, Tay, we're the next episode, and telling me to just keep going. Like, I respect and I love all of y'all. So thank you. And stay on the lookout for more content. I already got my dates booked, you know what I'm saying, for January. I got 2 incredible guests that I can't wait for y'all to meet. So, just continue to support, man, and make sure y'all set some important goals going into the new year. Bring in refresh energy, a new approach, start that business, go get that girl, lose that weight, go to the gym, get that money, do whatever it is that you got to do. And that's coming from your boy, Monte, Taylor, so whatever you want to call me. But, just go get it, man. Make this year a good one and make it count. And just know that whenever you hear this podcast, you can start today. Like, it don't have to be when the new year starts. You know what I'm saying? You can start and make a change any day of your life. You shouldn't have to wait for a new year to become a new version of you. But aside from that, man, I just want to say thank y'all. Love y'all. And your boy, Taylor, so is signing out. I'll see y'all soon.